because otherwise you'll get ripped. And there you go. That's my story.
And you're sticking to it.
Yeah.
To those watching the the video of this, I just realized I hadn't started the broadcast. So
Good job, Alex.
Welcome.
whoops. You only
Good
missed like
fucking job.
10 minutes. Whatever.
It's okay. It's the uninteresting part.
Yeah. Let's
Kinda true.
It's interesting for us, maybe less for them, unless they're like really stalking us or something.
So,
Hi,
Mr.
girl.
So Mr. Nep, yeah.
So mean.
Some people care about us. Our friends might care that listen. I don't know. Video games. Nabashin, what you been playing? Tell me
Start
about
with
them.
me.
Yes. Starting with you.
Got food in my mouth.
I'm sorry. Well, maybe you shouldn't eat during the podcast. I thought that was like one of our cardinal rules.
I wasn't here for
Rule
that.
number 2.
I came in late.
Came in like 100 or so episodes late, or like 90 episodes late, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All I know about the video game part, you remind people every week, and they still do it anyway. So shut up.
All right. Whatever. Fuck you.
But I didn't really play anything new. There's more of a Deadly Premonition, and I went back to The World Ends With You on my iPhone because I forgot I had that, and I didn't beat it yet. Still stuck on the Joshua part. Not really stuck. I just like tried into that part, and then yeah, that's about it. That's all I played this week.
Huh.
Nothing much for me.
How far ahead of me or us?
What?
How far ahead of us are you in Deadly Premonition?
You're
Just
not
probably
even
finished
past
it now.
chapter 2 yet, so I'm probably like another 10 hours ahead of you,
Jesus.
or us, but yeah.
So you're like almost done.
Not exactly. I probably
said
got
it was only,
another.
15 hours long.
Yeah, but then I forgot how long it actually, because I'm doing side missions at the same time. That's what's really taking up most of my time.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like 10 hours ahead of you probably.
Okay. Yeah, we're making progress on that though. It's been an interesting experience. I hope people enjoy watching it. I know Dat Fox is so hooked in our stream chat. He's there every time we do it. So.
But yeah, that's pretty much my week. I guess like the other thing I would mention is people who are fans of Kingdom Hearts should check out the timeline of Kingdom Hearts on Game Trailers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I watched it. It's pretty cool. It's maybe not as detailed as I wanted it to be because I'm like such a detail nerd, but it's really good.
Well, they said stuff that isn't like par for the course,
Yeah,
or
no,
something you wouldn't notice unless someone had told you.
yeah, they do.
Like Kyrie touching Aqua's Keyblade, like, oh, that's why you use a Keyblade. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, so that was
Indoctrination
a
theory.
spoilers. Also,
That's nowhere near a spoiler.
no, it's not. Well, for any real fan, Mr. Nepp is watching us, and he says, "My irrational boner is ready. Totally not stalking, or am I? Question mark." And then he says, "Moe, moe, 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 moe." Which, if you listen to our anime podcast, you will understand. All right, Tony, man, how about you?
About my games?
Yeah.
Let's see. I played some
Played
Injustice.
Magic.
It doesn't count.
Shut up. God damn it. Don't encourage
It's a
him.
game. It's a game.
It's not a
Video
game.
games. Video games.
Anyway, I played some Injustice at Alex's house.
Mm-hmm.
The Flash is the best character in the whole game.
No,
Just saying.
but you can think that.
I will.
Flash
And
is
then,
one of the cheapest characters in the whole game.
he's the best character in the whole game. And also, I played some League. Aquaman's alright. He gets wet.
Aquaman's cool.
Aquaman gets real wet.
Get wet. I played a little bit of League.
Mm-hmm.
I'll skip over that one.
Yeah.
Played some Catherine.
What was it like going back to Catherine? I'm curious.
There was lots of edges. There are some edges.
Well, he
Lots of edges.
prepped himself a little bit beforehand, but yeah.
Yep. I played a crap ton of The Binding of Isaac. That's what I've been playing.
It's good, right?
It's good.
It's creepy, right?
It's not creepy. It's just good.
It's silly.
It's kind of creepy.
I like the meat that shoots tears out in 4 directions.
So what do you think of Binding of Isaac?
Pretty fun.
I mean, it's fun.
It's
not like
good. I enjoy it.
Bobby
Kotick.
What do you love so much about it?
Wow.
What do you love so much about it?
I'm just like, I've always been a fan of roguelikes, and like, if Scott knows, like, I think it was our senior year of high school, the first half, there was this like text box game that we used to play, like roguelike text box game the entire first half of the year. We'd play that every.
Tony, you cut out because you're moving stuff
game.
on your keyboard.
Sorry.
You're typing.
We played
Text
every day. Yeah. It was like it ran on like a server, but it was in command prompt. Do you remember that?
You did tell me about this. I remember this.
No, but everything was done using command prompt.
Everything was done like using the symbols in command prompt. Like the character itself, like you were an @ sign. And the goal of the game was to go all the way down to the dungeon, beat the boss, and then get all the way back up.
Scott's totally blanking on this.
But yeah, we used to play that every day.
I mean, like, this was after Terraria, right?
No, this is before Terraria.
This is high school still. That's what we're referencing.
Oh, this was high school.
Yes.
Oh, not oh.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Scott's
it's
like,
called Scott. It's called NetHack.
No, I wasn't a part of that.
Yeah, you played it.
I played it maybe once or twice.
Well, anyway, I played that all the time.
I remember because if you.
It might have been my sophomore year when I was playing with the old AOD kids.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
But anyway, I used to play that every day in school, and it's basically a roguelike in its simplest form.
Oh yeah, I remember that game now.
Yeah, and it's always been like a kind of game that I enjoy playing, and the Binding of Isaac kind of puts a really cool spin on it, and it's hard, so I like it.
Yeah, the game's
hard.
weird.
It's hard, but it's kind of fair.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing about roguelikes. All of them are hard but fair.
Well, not. I mean, it's fair. Like Super Meat Boy is fair. Kind of hard.
Yeah, no, that's the ideal.
You're dying and it's completely your fault. There are roguelikes out there when you die, it's because this happened, and there's no way that you could have prepared for it.
Yeah, I mean, like Spelunky makes you feel like that when you first play it, but like everything, as long as you know what you're doing when you go into it, and you're not fighting the unknown, that game is very fair. And it's fucking addictive. I've been like really warding off my temptation to go back and play it, but I'm gonna break one of these days. And then
play Isaac instead.
Like I want to get into Isaac, but I want to start cleaning my plate first.
I see.
I have a lot of games that I want to play.
I don't like to clean my plate.
But yeah, I played like.
Hold
Hold on, let me check my Steam. I want to know how many hours.
Then I get a new plate.
Scott goes for the all-you-can-eat buffet style.
Oh, also, I went to Honey Bake last night.
Don't forget throwing it on the floor, then getting a new plate.
Oh, I dropped my plate. Whoops! Time to get a new one. And that broken plate just stacks up.
I need to go to Corral. I haven't had real food in a while.
I have 16 hours of the Binding of Isaac for this week.
Okay.
That's not too bad, considering I don't play that many games anymore.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
But then last night I got this really cool game. It's called Euro Truck Simulator 2.
All right,
God damn it.
We're not talking about this.
Do you know about this game?
Of course I know about this.
Yeah.
How did I not know about this game until yesterday?
Because it's a dumb thing.
It's because,
Awesome.
just like I bought the fucking train simulator.
No, Train Simulator's different. This is a truck simulator.
Yeah, it's
right?
Euro Truck Simulator. If you ever watch Robots on YouTube play it, it's fucking hilarious.
It's awesome.
I know it is.
And I'm gonna play it on the stream, and everyone's gonna love it.
No, they're not. There's nothing in that game.
The game is amazing.
You
Why
should
is it
get
Why is
amazing?
it so-
I don't
why is
know
it so
why
funny?
it's so good, but it's
Then
so
it's
good.
then if you can't even put the words together, Tony, goddamn it!
All
right.
I know is that I got this game, and then it was 1:00 when I got this game, and then next thing I knew, it was 7:30 in the morning, and I was still trucking along. I played for 5.5 hours, 6.5 hours, like, and didn't even know. I was
There
too
is-
busy because, first of all, it's European trucks, so not only are the roads different, but you're driving on the other side of the car, and it really messes.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Whoa! What? Calm
And then you
the
had
fuck
so like
down.
the first time I like turned out of the trucking depot, I turned into the wrong side of the road because I tried to make a right turn, then just made like right around the corner. And then I was in oncoming traffic with my giant ass truck, and I was like, "Whoa, cars, you get the fuck out of here! This is my lane."
Mr. Neff
the,
says this show needs more anime.
Agreed.
Get out, Mr. Neff.
But yeah, Euro Truck Simulator is fantastic, and I'm gonna make Alex try it.
No. Just like you're
You
gonna make
should.
me try Magic.
Oh no, you're not gonna ever try Magic because I know you won't.
You should look into getting the Surgeon Simulator 2013.
Yes. No.
I need to get that
Yes. If you can do brain surgery in space, Tony, I'm down.
because I showed Roboz playing that with Alex, and Alex was like, "What?
No, then I actually saw people playing it, and
Is it like actual like
serious.
surgery?
No."
no, that game does not take itself seriously at all.
Does it? But is it like inside of people?
No,
Yes.
so let me explain to you how this game was made. Basically, it was done in like some sort of
It was
timeline.
done during a game jam.
Yeah, and
Um,
they did it, and the guys that made the game don't even know how to play it correctly. So that tells you everything you need to know.
Tony, you would legitimately think this is interesting. You should look it up.
It's like frog fractions.
Yes. No, nothing is like that. Let's be
Frog
real
fractions
here.
isn't a category. of
If
its
you
own.
haven't done it yet, okay, go play Frog Fractions right now.
What the fuck is wrong?
Exactly, go play it.
Oh my
We're gonna
God.
talk about Persona, so you go play Frog Fractions.
Okay, Tony, you finished Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah.
Now, in a non-spoiler oriented conversation,
Everybody dies.
no. How did you feel after you finished that game? Got that true ending, saw the epilogue, had your emotional breakdown, and then recovery.
It's true. I cried.
Did you cry?
Yeah,
Seriously?
when they were all running after the train.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the moment. That's what gets everybody.
Yeah.
That got me. That got
Oh,
Travis.
Oh, that's good on you.
Man.
I mean, I didn't because I'm a man, but yeah, good.
Grown up man, I don't cry.
No, fuck Nabashin. He told me he got a little broken up. He didn't cry though. But I could
Yeah.
tell. I could see his.
I've listened to like the first half of the spoiler cast, and I just like now I'm just like wishing that I could have been in those conversations.
Yeah,
because
we
you guys
have-
missed so much good shit.
No, we didn't.
Well, you missed like okay, not a lot of good shit, but you missed all the good Marie shit.
Well, it's because Travis was the only one there fighting the Marie fight, and
He was a Yukiko,
Yukiko,
man.
man.
yeah, but he went for Marie too.
He
But he
went for
didn't-
Marie at first, and then he went for Yukiko.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he ended
That's
up
what I'm
doing both
saying.
at the end.
See, like I did it in the other way. I did it in the other order. I like got Yukiko.
Oh, dude, you should tell them the thing that fucked me up
Huh?
when you were playing Persona.
Oh yeah, okay. So Greg, you're not allowed to listen because you're gonna play this game. So you gotta have your own experiences.
So that means he doesn't care. So this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're talking about
He won't
Valentine's Day,
remember.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, slight spoiler because the way I was doing this was the first time I went through these events. I like you know how you get a text message from your love interest, and it's like, hey, do you want to hang out on this day? And you got a couple days that you can do that. The first time I went through, I didn't respond. I told Yukiko no all the time because I wanted to see if there was a way that if I didn't choose someone, then I would end up doing something with Marie instead.
Mhm.
And it doesn't happen, fun fact. So when I did Valentine's Day, and this is all spoilers, everything in here is spoilers. When I did the Valentine's Day thing, like they do the chocolates, and then Yukiko gets all mad at you. She's like, well, she doesn't get mad, like, she gets mad no matter what you do, but like how it works is like she puts it on the desk, and then she's like, there's chocolates in here with everyone's name inside. with everyone's name on them. If you can't find yours, come see me later. And then she turns away, and then she turns back and looks at you, and she's like, that means you. And then she walks away. And Chie's like, whoa, shit got real.
Yo, what the fuck?
I gotta go see what's up with my girl Chie.
Yeah, right.
And then, so you go, and if you deny her, you go into the hall and talk to her later, like after school, and she's like really upset and like gives you this big chocolate box thing, and is like, I am your girlfriend, right? And then she's like, she takes it back. She's like, never mind, I trust you. So then you're like, all right. So and then I'm like, see ya. And what ends up actually happening, which I thought I might be able to go like hang out with Marie or whatever, is you go to the Junes food court with Teddy, Kanji, and Yosuke.
Oh, what?
And you hang out with them, and it's so good because like you're talking about how like they're all talking about how like they don't have like girls that they could be interested in, and like I gave the answer that's like they're like, so what about you? Why are you here? And then you can say like, this seemed more interesting, so I did that. And then Yosuke's like, hey, fuck you, man. And,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. So except then like they talk and they banter for a little bit, and Teddy's being he's just being Teddy. And then Kanji's just like, everyone shut up. Senpai, I got you a present. And I don't remember exactly what he gets you, but it was like I remember Navashin was just like, wait, what? Because Teddy gets you a Valentine's Day present if you don't have a romantic interest that you hang out with that day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Kanji's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that, and I don't know if you guys, since I'm already in spoiler town, at the very end,
Spoiler town's continuing, listeners.
Yeah, at the very end of the epilogue, if you romance Marie, and I don't know what it was like for you guys,
be
but
vague,
you know how she's on
Be
the
vague. Be vague.
TV. Okay. Well, she's like, she's a thing.
You see her.
How am I supposed to be vague on this? I can't.
So we know what you're talking
yeah.
about. The ending doesn't change for specifically. The epilogue doesn't change specifically for the person that you're romancing with, so it doesn't matter.
I think it does, though.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a part that
maybe you can choose Marie.
you didn't see. Yeah. So I'll just have to. I can't show you now because I backed up the save and it's like 10 hours behind where it was before. But I guess
You
New
can
Game
go,
Plus will show you.
You can tell us after the show or during the break.
That's fine. But yeah, things happen and it's cool, and Marie's the best character.
I'm glad you really liked it. I'm glad that you had an emotional experience. That's what I want everyone to have with that game because it is fucking incredible. But yeah, I'm glad you're listening to the spoiler cast. It's that game is like fucking leagues and bounds ahead of most games.
I thought it was at the end of the game like 4 times, but then there was just more game.
Yeah, that's one of the beauty parts of that too. It's just like, oh shit, there's more, and then there's a reveal.
I think I'm the only one who got straight to like that real ending their first time out of all you guys. Yeah,
I did it. I got the real ending the first time. So
That's because I made sure that he didn't fuck it up.
yeah,
Because I'm the one who messed up the first time.
yeah. Nabashin took the bullet for all of us. So,
Yeah. Don't go home.
Don't go home.
yeah.
All right, Scott, man. Video games. Anything interesting?
Okay, let's see. A little more Binding of Isaac, Little Addicted, although it's very, very sad. For some reason, no matter how much I play, I can't beat the game again. I am on the
How many
account-
mom kills do you have?
What?
How many mom kills do you have?
How many mom kills do you have?
I only have 5. I'm working on my
Five's pretty good, dude.
You to get the dice on Isaac, you need a minimum of 12 mom kills. Oh, well, I have more than that many mom kills. You have to beat It Lives. Now.
Yeah.
And my game completion count is 5, and I need 12, but like at minimum 12 to get Isaac's dice.
Isaac's dice. What is
Then
Isaac's
I
dice
can
do?
You can unlock the D6, which is an item that you can use to re-roll an item that you get in like a treasure room or whatever, or basically any item that's in the game, to get another item. But it's not always. It's based on a specific like availability of items. Because like there's a one boss that you can fight that always drops the cube of meat. So no matter how many times you re-roll, it'll still be a cube of meat. And this item recharges once every 3 rooms. So
that's
it's really powerful. Yeah.
Having played what I've played of
Really
that.
powerful, and it's how it's Isaac
Use your
in the
words.
game.
Wait, can you repeat that,
Okay.
Scott?
Hmm.
Can you repeat that? It was typing
Okay.
stuff,
Okay.
Google Hangout.
Yeah. Fucking Google Hangout.
Isaac.
I don't know why we don't use Skype.
I don't either.
Isaac starts
backups.
out as one of the worst characters in the game, just
Yes.
because of his base stats are so low. He does not have enough damage or the move speed.
Who, Isaac?
Yeah. He
No,
does
I
not
like
have the
him. He's
damage.
perfect.
He doesn't have the
He's
damage,
so
the move
perfect.
speed, or anything.
You're
Have
the
a
reason
leg-
why
have a
Isaac
leg
is
up.
crying.
I'd like to through.
Most people have to do is they have to gain one of the other characters. For people who have a hard time avoiding hits and don't know then you go for Magdalene and you try to amass hearts. For the people who are, good at managing your actual character, it's just that every once in a while you'll get an unavoidable because you're too slow because you're Isaac. You go for Cain, which is 55 coins.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you explained that to me before.
Mhm. I don't think I said it on the show though.
You did. You said you explained the whole character stuff. I just, Isaac seems like the baseline.
Yeah, and
So-
then
He's average.
After that, you get Judas, and at first I thought he was like the worst, but then I double checked his item, and he's crazy. Like you don't understand.
Scott, stop typing.
I don't like Google Hangout, man.
Yes, I don't know what is up with their typing stuff, but
Okay. So at first I thought he was terrible.
then you got the item.
Then I double checked his item and what you got with it. And if after the first 2 rooms, which go by in 3 minutes for that character because he's so strong, you normally get a damage item in those 2 rooms, whether it's actual damage or tears up. You start with more range than you do with Cain, so you can fight from a safer distance. Not a lot of people realize that. And then, you start with one of the most powerful items I think in the game, which it's a damage doubler.
Oh shit!
No matter how much damage you have, that doubles. So if you're at max damage by the end of the game, you're taking down the boss in a matter of seconds.
Sheesh, that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, it's so
Like-
ridiculous.
The
The downside though is he does start with 1 heart. So
well, yeah.
yeah,
fuck
like
that.
for characters like Isaac and Magdalene, they can go through the it's called the cursed room, I think. It has the spikes around it. They can
Yeah.
go through that no problem and not have to worry about it. Most of the other characters can't do that. They have to skip it.
Yeah. How many characters are there in Isaac?
A total of there's Isaac, Mag, Cain, Judas, Samson, and then the last one is 3 or 4 question marks, so that's 7.
Jeez. That's a lot. It's like I remember when I was hearing about this game, I didn't know there were any more characters than just Isaac. So
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot more to the game than you think there is, which I really enjoyed.
yeah,
Tons
That's-
of unlockables.
that's what I've been
Tons
feeling
and
when I
tons of
played it,
unlockables.
which makes me know that I'm just gonna get way deep into it. So I've been holding off on getting way deep into it.
But it's so worth.
I mean, I don't doubt that, but Spelunky, man, I went down that rabbit hole once.
I'm playing it right now.
By far, though, worst character has to be Eve. Starts with 1
Nah,
heart
he's
in the-
good. Maggie's the worst character.
Nah, dude, Maggie has the Yum heart.
I thought Lisa
Maggie's
was the
so
worst character.
fucking slow.
But the Yum heart takes care of it.
Nah, it's too slow.
Nah, man, the hot takes care of you.
All right, ladies. Scott, have you been playing anything else worthwhile?
Of course. Let's see. I'm
Of
playing.
course. Excuse me.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, that's true.
You've been playing Nino
I'm
Kuni?
glad he doesn't.
Maybe.
A little bit.
Okay.
I'm still addicted to grinding. Shut up. I have a problem.
Work
How's,
with me,
how's
Scott.
your how's your might? Is he mighty?
He's very mighty. In
He's
fact.
got 2.
I have 2, and I'm only leveling 1 up at this point. He's actually second level at level 60.
Jeez. You haven't third transformed him? He hasn't gotten all of his abilities yet?
Oh no, he's got to go up to 99, man.
Oh, jeez. That's why you're addicted to grinding. Fuck that, man.
What?
Getting each level, each form up to level 99?
Yeah, you get. I think the way that or at least the way that I saw some of the numbers being done, they're 25% stronger. Where most characters are 25% stronger if you level them up at the max level rather than when they get their last skill.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get that, but still. I managed to beat the game without that much trouble. I'll have you know.
But I just want to do it. I don't.
God damn it.
That and I kind of want to do that level 99 challenge.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Anything else that I would care about?
There's Dota 2 stuff.
I'm not. I feel like if we go down the let's talk about a Dota clone or a MOBA in general.
I'm only talking about the game specific.
I feel like we're gonna talk about like too much technical mumbo jumbo that's gonna be over everyone's head.
From when I stopped playing, which was I think 4 or 5, maybe even 8 months ago,
Okay.
they did a lot of terrible balancing.
And they added that tutorial that's broken half the time.
I didn't even know they did that. Now, what
Yeah.
happened is they added some new characters, and it's not like they weren't balanced for the game. Nobody played them, and
Yeah.
the developer did a mini buff. Nobody still played, and they did another mini buff, and nobody still played. And then it eventually got to the point where someone finally tried them out, and they were just too strong because they just got a little buff every little patch. Because I don't know.
And then it just stacked and stacked and stacked, and now it's
Yes,
just broke.
there's someone called, like, for retrospect, what they also. Let me start with this. Also, for the newer heroes, they did an ability recycling, which pushed out older heroes. It's why would you pick this hero when you have this one?
That does like the same stuff, only better.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Or
unfortunate.
at least has the same effect with their stuff, even if it's not exactly the same.
Yeah, that's weird. There are like so many champions in that though. In that game.
There are 105 in League.
Yeah, there's more than that in Dota 2. It's just like
Most
know,
of the
they-
League's ones have decently different abilities, though.
yeah, that's a good thing about League of Legends is that every character at least feels different. But like when I was playing Dota 2, it's just like a lot of them feel like they feel recycled. I see what you mean, Scott.
It's mostly the new ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, if you haven't been playing Dota a while, you don't know who they are, like me. I was actually told by a top tier player, managed
There you go.
tier.
Like I've played a
Which is
few of the champions, and some of them have felt the same.
I
so
don't think many people know this, but when you hit the top tier, your bracket is manually managed instead of automatically managed.
I didn't know that.
Oh, and you can also leave a game whenever you want, and everybody else gets a freebie too.
All right. I like this top tier stuff. How do I get there? Just kidding.
Well, first you have to learn about GPMs, and then
All right.
be around,
Okay,
like,
Scott.
800.
They're video games. On the docket here.
Mhm.
Video games, Scott. Anything else? Work with me here.
We went to
Yes,
court.
I do believe I told you guys about Jailbreak.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Scott, did I tell you about Euro Truck Simulator?
All right.
no,
That's
you
enough.
haven't. You gotta tell me more.
Oh,
You guys just live to spite me.
I don't know how I didn't hear about.
Well, I still don't get why you think it's so interesting.
It's so fun. You just have to try it. You have to try it.
Are you driving a truck?
Yes,
Is that all you're doing?
pretty much.
Are you running it into things?
If you want.
All right, it sounds like a game Scott can get behind. I was about to say.
Do things explode when you run into them?
It's realistic. So
No, this is not a Michael Bay.
Only if it would realistically explode. Like if you ran into an oil tank near.
maybe I don't know. I haven't done that yet. I haven't tried.
And then lit it on fire
With a match.
with a match.
I
Like
don't
you
know,
get
I
out of
haven't
your
tried.
truck, and then it turns into
know
Surgeon
if you can get out
Simulator,
of the
and your
truck.
arms are flailing.
You probably
What you
can't
been
get
playing, Greg?
Why? What? No, we should keep talking about this game.
No, Greg, you should start talking.
But we're not talking about the game. It's the funny part. We're talking about running into things.
So you want to know what I've been playing?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's
Save
what we
us.
said.
I've been playing League.
Alright,
We all know
go
about
on.
League.
Who's your favorite champion?
Go on.
Okay, I could actually turn this into a conversation.
No,
Alex would
we're
just
not
kill me.
turning this. We've had enough league conversations.
Your mom's had enough conversations.
All right, shut up. I know she hasn't.
All right, I'll talk to her about League.
I don't think she'll care
Listen,
that much.
I'll
listen,
fix,
listen,
I'll fix your mom
Shark.
right about League.
Listen, Linda the Shark. Linda the
You
Shark.
might be a shark, but I'm a League shark.
All
Land
right.
shark.
Greg, what else?
SOCOM.
I thought
I've
you
been
were
playing
happy.
more of that. I played Civ. You and me have played a lot of Civ in the last
We
2
played a lot.
days that I've been with you, or in the last
Yes.
2 times I've been over to your
We
house.
played a lot of Civ. We talked a lot about Civ last week, so we got the point across. Civ's good. You guys should play it.
Yes.
New expansion's coming out July 9th. I'm
Brave
excited.
New World.
Yeah, I just want it now. What else?
What else have I been playing? Did I play anything today? I played Payday for a while before the show started. That happened.
The heist.
So
Yeah,
nothing.
the heist.
So nothing new. Greg.
Yeah, I have that game.
Nothing new.
What else did I do? Have I played anything else? I played a little bit of Super Hexagon while I was at your house. All of
Okay.
5 seconds of.
I played video games too. I played.
And,
No, Greg, you're
Kev,
done.
Did
You're
you play
done.
any Jailbreak?
Greg, you're done.
Did you play any Jailbreak?
You want? Hey, Greg, did you play any Euro Truck Simulator?
All right,
No.
guys. I played more Persona 3. Guess what? It's still Persona 3, except there's like a whole bunch of things.
Oh God, I go talk about Persona 3 for 12 hours.
I know, God. If I'm gonna talk about, you're gonna talk about Persona
sorry,
3. I'm gonna
you
talk
can't-
about Euro Truck Simulator.
God damn, I wasn't even gonna talk. I was just gonna say there's a whole bunch of stuff that I forgot, and it's awesome still. Nabashin, I think you would actually like this.
I think I
now.
need to play Persona 3, eh?
You know I played it.
I know, but you need to finish it.
Well, if you keep it, it's the thing, dude. You know when someone's like, "Oh, you should really do this," it makes you less want to do it. Like how I tell you that, "Oh, you should watch How You Met Your Mother." I'm not gonna watch that shit. Like when we tell Greg to do anything, he's not gonna do that shit. So take your time, and we'll eventually get to it.
Okay.
That's how it works.
But I
That's how
will
the
never-
world works. We're
I
all
will-
pessimistic douchebags, and we just gotta live with each other. So there
I
you go.
like cynical douchebags more. That's more accurate.
I'm more of a
Um,
statistical douchebag, but that's
No, you're
but-
the definition of cynical, Greg. I played a bunch of Super Mario World. I ended up just sitting and playing that game for like 4 hours straight.
I watched you play some of it.
No, you watched me play Mario 3.
Oh, whatever.
They don't whatever. They're very different.
It's me, Mario.
I'm remembering why I like Mario 3 a little bit more. But Mario World has some really dope music. I forgot about that. I
Yep.
feel like music in games is something I appreciated
Also,
less when I was younger.
I hate how they took out the cape, man. They took out the cape from the series, man. They did it.
Yeah, it's weird that I like Mario 3 had the Tanuki tail, and then they went to World and they had the cape. But I mean, I guess the cape's a little broken if you know how to use it. But still, It's never been in a Mario game since, and the Tanuki tails come back. I think it's time for the cape to come back. Especially when people are like trying to capture the magic of Mario World. I started Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Plus again. After fucking watching that goddamn Kingdom Hearts timeline, and now I just want to play Kingdom Hearts 1 again, but I can't.
I felt the same way about Birth by Sleep, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't."
Yeah, it's like I can't do it. I'll be able to play it in HD with like new controls, better controls in like 4 months, and it's killing me.
I was wondering how they got like the HD visuals for.
I'm hoping they didn't change the mana system because
Birth by Sleep.
They did it with an emulator, so that's what I did.
I guess.
So okay. I popped my. I just read Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Plus off my CD drive, and I played it in an emulator, and yeah, that game looks real good if you tweak it right. It's nice having anti-aliasing on PS2 games. I'll say that. So yeah, that was cool. It was something. So that's how I was playing it, and it looks really good. My addiction to Injustice just keeps going. Like, Batgirl came out this week, and she's really awesome though. So, having a new character always gets me more addicted to fighting games. Batgirl's weird though because she's very aerial based, and you can only like do her super in the air. But yeah, it's cool. Deadly Premonition, and then I started playing Secret of Mana again, which is the last game I want to do for May Madness because I feel like not enough people played that back in the day. I think Scott would really like it. One, because it's a co-op game. Two, because it's an action RPG. And three, because it's actually got a really cool story.
Probably.
It's kind of like, it looks like Chrono Trigger, and plays a little bit like Zelda. So it's not quite as complex as Zelda, but it's really cool. I really like
but Zelda needs to be more complex.
Yeah, I was to say complex Zelda. What?
I'm talking about like SNES as age Zelda. It's like it's a bit simpler than that. In that like you don't have an item attached to one button and your sword attached to another. It's just like you have your weapon, and then some characters can do magic, some characters can't. Yeah, it works very differently, but yeah, Secret of Mana is really good. It doesn't hold up as well as last time I played it, which was a couple of years ago, but it's still really good.
It probably doesn't.
I mean, it's just like the combat.
No.
The combat isn't as good as I remember it being, but I'm remembering stuff that I remember. Like, it doesn't get really good until like later in the game, but the boss battle music is still awesome. So I'm gonna see if I can somehow slip that into the podcast this week. So, because that boss battle music is awesome. But yeah, I didn't play much this week. I just played a lot of old school games. So, and I mostly watched Young Justice. Because I was. That's not a bad thing. I was sick most of this week, so I like couldn't even move. That's why we didn't record Friday.
Oh, is that why?
Yes, I was fucking in a fever dream.
Greg, like, get your shit together, Alex.
I know, like, seriously. Greg's like, well, fuck you then. Oh God. But yeah, I will say one more time, if you haven't yet, go to our YouTube channel and check out some
play Frog Fractions.
And play Frog Fractions.
But only after you've played at least 12 hours of Euro Truck Simulator.
All right, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/IrrationalPassions. Like, there's actually a lot of really cool stuff up on there. And Nabshi and I are going to start putting up more cool stuff up there. That's the plan, at least.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's something I'm personally pretty pumped to do.
I think it's stupid, but yeah, I'll go ahead. I told you, like, as soon as I give it out to you, I'm going to think it's stupid later on.
I know, but I think it's good. I think it's a cool idea. And
Which one?
Actually, speaking on that, I was thinking about doing like a personal gamer diet with myself, and like going through Grand Theft Auto 4 again.
Oh shit! I
Just
would love to
because.
hear you deteriorate over time about that.
I like that game.
4 is with Nico Bellic, right?
Yeah,
Hey
Man,
cousin, why
played
don't we
that
go
game.
body?
that
I
game
sold
is
it
so
to
bad.
GameStop.
That game is so bad.
Like
It's
I
not
honestly don't know
bad.
if I'm gonna get through it, but that's the whole point of Game or Die, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm trying to play it completely because I beat the original Grand Theft Auto 4 by itself, but I never finished the expansion, so I'm just gonna try to go through all that before the Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out. So we'll see what happens with that.
That could be fun. I speaking of Grand Theft Auto 4, I actually saw someone playing it earlier this week, and like it was like one mission that personified how much I hated that game. It was like there was like a really terrible checkpoint, and it had like a bunch of gunplay in it, and the gunplay in that game is fucking atrocious. And yeah, and it just had like really this one character in particular that is really dumb. I can't remember his name, but he's. As soon as I saw his face, I'm like, oh yeah, that fuck face. But yeah, that was my Grand Theft Auto 4 experience. That was just one moment I had watching this one fucking stupid mission, and then the person playing was like, I can't play this game anymore. And then they went and played Ballad of Gay Tony. So there you go. We're gonna take a break, guys.
Ballad of Gay Me.
We're gonna come back with some Xbox One stuff. We're gonna talk about MPDs, and then we'll finish the show up. So we'll be back in just a little bit, guys. I just need to get some more to drink, and then we can continue on.
So anyway, the entire cutscene with Marie changes.
Oh, yeah. What? Well, what was it?
The entire like cutscene with. Sure.
I missed that whole part.
Oh, she's not on TV.
No, you cut out again.
Oh,
Cut out, Tony.
I'm sorry. The entire part at the end, like, what is Marie at the end for you
She's
guys?
the weather lady.
Right.
Yeah.
What does she say?
She like.
She's all
gives a shout out
spunky
to a
and shit.
specific person.
Yeah.
Okay, so because in my ending, she's saying about how she's gonna make the weather really nice because she implies that she controls the weather.
Yes.
So she's like, I'm gonna make it all nice because he's here and
Yes,
blah blah blah, and then like she
Yeah.
does that. I'm sure she says that for everyone. And then after that, she's like, she basically just has like a fuck it moment, and she's just like, oh, and by the way, I have a message before like it goes back to the other news reporter, and then she's like, oh hey, by the way, then like character protagonist name, so you Narukami, I love you, and then it goes back to the other people.
I feel
All
like
right.
Dojima's like, and Dojima's, well, she just says your first name, and Dojima's like, hey, I bet you wish that was you, huh? And
I
then,
feel like I saw that.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But I
Get
feel
your
like
drink,
I saw
Alex. We
that.
don't have enough time.
Yeah.
Thinking about you, Greg.
You've seen the conversations that me and Nep have been having this whole entire time, right?
Yes, I have.
wait, what's happening after this?
No,
Is
Greg
there-
has to go around 6 o'clock, so we're trying to
Yeah.
hurry this
Oh,
up.
for what? Show or something?
Nah, I'm going to my mom's for dinner.
Oh yeah, word. I'm doing that too. So
And I'm just staying here alone.
Like this entire time, me and Mr. Nep and Super Frank have had like the best conversation ever.
Scott, I got bad gas.
Nah.
Who is? Oh,
What?
Dad Fox.
It's from Isaac, the pill. It gives you bad gas.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah.
Never mind. That was
Yeah,
a
that's
more
what I
of a-
meant.
Scott had flashbacks to you two being roommates. Like, oh my god, bad gas.
No. And I found golden poop. Here you go,
Eat
beggar
it, it
friend.
gives you money.
I know. I have a little beggar friend following me around, so I'm.
Ah, fuck that guy.
He's so good.
No, only standalone beggars are.
Nah, dude. He drops out like bombs and stuff for the money that I get, so I don't have to gamble with it and waste my time.
No. The gambling isn't for the bombs or the keys. You get enough of those already. The gambling is for the dollar. And with
I
the
don't care about the dollar. I already have the skeleton key and like 25 bombs. I still don't know what gold.
Do you have
keys
Kane
do,
does?
though.
Do you have Kane? Do you have
I'm
Kane?
playing as Kane, I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then never mind. Then because what you do is you gamble for soul hearts after you get the dollar. I'm gonna go get some meat.
Mr. Neff. I love Mr. Neff so much.
How was the show?
It was great. I'm still editing it, like I said. It's great.
I mean, like, what did the show consist? No, blah. What did the show consist of?
Basically, Neff wanted to introduce ourselves in the way of like, what's our anime background, and then we went into what we've been watching, and then Neff went over some manga that he's been reading because he wanted to talk about that, and then we talked about like Japanese like / animated based games, which I'm probably gonna knock out because I mean we don't really need
we have
it.
this podcast for that.
Yeah, and then we took a break. And then we went into discussion points, like we talked about the release dates for the month of May, which I want to get out there because people like listening to release dates of anime and manga, specifically anime. And then we went into some news stories that we could talk about for a bit, and then did we take another break?
Yes.
Yes. And then
We
we
didn't
went
take a third break when we
Yeah.
when we should have.
and
but-
then we went into our High School Host Club discussion, and that went on for a good 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
that was fun. That was a
Yeah.
fun
That's the only time Alex talked.
No, he
No,
talked-
I talked. I had like a lot of interesting stuff that Greg didn't actually know from my anime background.
Okay.
So you should listen to that.
Um,
Tony would appreciate it because I get into when I played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards
Hell yeah.
at tournaments and shit.
Really? You
Yes.
play in tournaments? Oh man, so you're born to play Magic. All right.
Nope.
Alex, I kind of want to put like the
I don't
last
know why
map-
you judge it so hard.
I don't judge it. I just don't like it. It's not my kind of game.
I don't know. I feel like the time you played, not the best time to try and learn while like everyone was just playing.
Probably.
Do you still have your Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. Oh, we should battle each other. I found mine. I'll show Tony.
I had the Dark Magician starter deck, and then I customized it.
Yeah.
Alex, I think we should put like the last little portion of Mup at the like some break in this
Scott,
podcast.
I got one of the best items though. Scott's gone.
No, we can do an ad for Mup X though.
That'd be cool. You could do that.
If you want to do that right now, we can do that. For our
Would you
first
do it
break.
or would I do it?
We could do it together.
Okay. How do you want to do this? Do you just want to be like super ridiculous?
Just be like, guys, if you like anime or blah blah blah, you should check out this other podcast. And you'd be like, well, I like anime and hentai and manga and Oron Host Club and all these other homosexual, homoerotic things.
Check your
Sounds like
Twitter, by the
Greg.
way, Alex.
My mic?
Your Twitter.
Oh, I know you guys keep sending shit at me.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't look at it, actually.
I see like an airplane that's shooting down a Moe person.
But
Whoa,
read the
wait.
caption.
I did. I read that like a half hour ago.
And you didn't say anything.
No, I didn't have anything to say. I didn't want to encourage anybody.
Mhm.
If you want, Greg, I can just do like a quick ad like I did for IP.
Yeah, do that. I'm not good with those kind of things because I can't think of stuff on the spot. I have to have something written down for me to read it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna mute myself then because you all are gonna fuck me up.
Hi, Alex. I have 99 bombs.
But yeah, the structure sounds good, Greg.
Hmm.
I said the structure sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went very well. And I can't wait to put it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's great because we actually did a title section, and the title for this show is "Look It Up, but You'll Be Disappointed." I just need one of the episodes to be Moe Moe Explosion, and then everything will be all right.
Yeah, like you have that section in your show.
Just one section called Moe Moe Explosion, and then we just talk
Exactly.
about,
There
we
you
just talk about everything Moe.
go. Okay. I have it. I'll put it in there.
Awesome, thank you, Alex.
I will make a note.
So are you an actual member, Alex, or are you just like a sometimes maybe guest?
No,
No,
I'm
he's
on
the moderator because
I'm
if
on-
me and Neff had to
I-
talk forever, we would just like go on tangents for hours, and then the podcast would never get done because we'd be talking for 3 days,
Oh, okay.
there.
and then everybody's life story would be wrapped up in those 2 days.
Well, just skip the first editing and just go right to wherever the news and gaming thing is and blah blah blah. What did Scott go do?
Get
Get
food.
food.
Oh, okay.
Get wet.
Get wet. He went to
Get
get wet. Scott just picked up a trident and said, "I got to go get wet, guys."
And everyone was like, okay.
We were all like really accommodating and understanding for some reason. I think he does have a pool. He might.
I got a
don't
pool.
know.
It's open and ready for swimming.
Only if you can get wet in it.
You can get wet in it.
Oh shit!
Almost like Mermaid Man.
Mermaid Man.
Yeah, Mermaid Man.
Arthur. I mean Aquaman.
No, Mermaid Man.
No one calls him Arthur.
I believe in you, Barnacle Man.
Aqualad's so cool.
A conversation that me and Dat Fox and Super Frank have just gotten into. It's really fucking awesome.
Where is this
How
conversation?
do I?
Oh, I
Where?
see it.
where-
Twitter.
Like, a lot of stuff has been happening on Twitter.
I don't have him followed. Oh well.
You should follow Dad Fox. Okay,
You should have also told Mr. Net that as well.
I should have. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Never. Yes.
Mom's ready.
News in anime.
Shut up. God, I hate you, Craig. See, I can't cut that out because I responded now. Damn it. Anyway, let's talk about some news, guys. I mean, let's just get right into it. Xbox One. If you don't know what Tony Nabashin, Greg, Evan, or I think, you should listen to our video podcast type thing that we did. It's on YouTube. But
Wait, what?
About Xbox One.
Yeah, Greg wasn't there.
Yeah, he was in the chat though, telling us what he thought.
Briefly, yes.
It basically
okay.
it was just his fanboy triteness, and that was all you need to know. Greg doesn't care. There, right? Is that summing up, Greg? Relatively.
Pretty much.
This is what Evan texted me, or texted all of us before the show. What I didn't like, since I don't use TV, I use a PC monitor, I can't use half of the new commands, and I don't have a place to put the Kinect. I
You
feel like
wouldn't like the Kinect anyway.
yeah, I mean, like I feel like he doesn't understand how the HDMI in stuff is going to work for the Xbox One, but we can explain that to him on another day. He said what I liked, that it integrated live TV and other TV features. So he didn't like that he needs a TV to use it, but he liked the TV features. So there you go. Evan contradicting
Evan.
himself.
Yep.
Well, that's Evan for you.
There you go. What did you think, Scott? I guess Will's probably giving you the rundown since.
Yeah.
Since the
Basically,
announcement.
it's a really, really good idea. However, they still fucking screwed it up.
How do you mean?
Basically, they did a huge console reveal, right? And that was the main thing. Console, except for they
You're cutting out, Scott.
out. Okay.
Sorry.
They was all about the console, right? That's what it was
Yes.
supposed to be about, except for they
Yeah,
threw
they
a ton of
was.
other shit out that wasn't exactly about the console that was related. And
Well,
they shoved games off to the side for E3.
Mm-hmm. But like that wasn't like that was no surprise. That's what they'd been saying in the weeks up to it. Like, hey, Games E3, this is about console, blah blah blah.
But they threw a lot of stuff that was not about the console in there.
I mean,
Like the prime example is the Halo TV series. The fuck.
well, I mean, it's related because of
And
the
that
huge TV integration
decent
into the
amount of-
console.
They sunk a decent amount of time into that thing too.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. That is the console. TV is the console, and how it's related is the console because it can work and function with your TV. Because this is going to be, this is going to be the one piece of technology they want you to have in your living room, the one center of your entertainment. That's why it's called the Xbox One. This was we want you to have one device and that works as all of your things. So they were explaining like how they're going to integrate TV in. I think they spent too much time on other things, like too much time allowing what's his face from EA up there to just, kind of basically say, hey, we have a huge partnership with Microsoft.
Hey, sports,
and it was
sports
just like
TV, sports.
He was basically saying the same thing over and over again for a good 5 to 7 minutes, and it was kind of useless information. I think
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, like, I think the conference would have been better, like I said in what I wrote, it would have been better if it was just shorter, and there was just less time spent on everything, pretty much. Or all of the sports stuff. Like, if there was less time sunk into Call of Duty, which that went on for way too long, there were, like, the guy they had from Chirac there had to, like, step off 3 times for 3 separate videos, which all of that could have been accomplished in one. And then the guy from EA didn't have to go on so long. It was just them saying like, "Hey, this is a big important partnership for us." And then all the Nancy Tellum came up there. She was up there for too long, just saying this.
Tell him, Nancy.
You tell him, Nancy.
Wow.
I'm so upset that we didn't think of that.
I know.
We should have been on that. You tell him,
Fine.
Nancy. Next time we'll get it. But yeah, she was like on stage too long. I don't know. But
yeah, stupid women.
Wow. I'm not even gonna respond to that. Scott, you said
Too late, you already did.
Overall,
A man of the truth. That's all I am.
You were overall indifferent. That's what you said before the show.
Yeah, that's normally how I start off about everything. So if you haven't changed that, then you probably haven't done a good job.
I mean, like, I don't think it was a great conference. I think it got the job done. I think people that expected it to be as good, if not better, than Sony's conference are dumb. Because it was like less than half the length.
Well, I think it's more like what people thought it needed to be, but they're splitting hairs if they're thinking that way.
Yeah, I think they're actually pretty set up really well for E3 to kind of blow us out of the water with a whole bunch of games.
Most definitely.
Because basically they have all of the stupid stuff that is normally in the E3 press conference. All that's out of the way. They've already said that. They're not going to say it again in 20 days. They're going to come out and they're going to be like, this is the stuff that we didn't say, which is all the stuff we care about. So that's exciting, and I'm pumped. And I think Sony is doing the smart thing by not saying anything in reaction to this. And I think right now, fucking Microsoft and Sony are ready to both blow us out of the water with their E3 conferences. And
Why you say I'm so smart?
What, Tony?
Why am I so smart?
I said Sony.
Oh, I thought you said Tony.
What?
I was like, what's going on?
It's the Play Tony 4. That's what they're launching this fall. Play Tony 4.
You
cut out Tony because you're typing or something.
I said you can play me.
I could. But yeah, E3 is gonna be fun. Fun time. Yeah. What do you think, Namshin?
Like kind of like I said at the time, like the conference, the conference wasn't bad. It just didn't really know what message it was trying to give out. And like yeah, like and my perception's been skewed a lot because like for the last few days I've just been listening to nothing but podcasts, saying their impressions, like We Can Confirm, the Cheap Ass Gamer, and A4 Play, because they're in Japan, because it's like, oh, none of this really applies to me, so I was just trying to see like the international perspective and a centralized gamer's perspective, someone from the used market perspective, and I got like a whole bunch of different opinions, and and from what I could see, it's just like there's a universal consent that the conference was like it wasn't the best, and that's pretty much what everyone can agree with. But like from the podcast that I listen to, at least they at least understand that like, hey, E3 is going to be about the game, so they got all the bad stuff out of the way, so that's good. That's a good thing. And the whole mixed messaging thing is just complete terrible, and that's like the worst thing they could have possibly done right now. And that's like that's the only really bad thing I could say about this conference. It's like not the conference itself, it's just the stuff afterwards with the miscommunication about like how they give out information about the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I said in my article. It's pitiful how disorganized this huge corporation is. Like, especially in comparison to after Sony's conference, all of the questions that they didn't really answer, like, is it backwards compatible? I can't even think of it anymore. Like specific specs, all that came out. Used game stuff, yeah, all that stuff came out in a press release like moments after that conference was done, and like people were talking to
Shuhei Yoshida. He's the one guy that everyone talked to.
Yeah, everybody talked to Shuhei Yoshida, and he was saying the same thing to everybody. There was no confusion, and that was that. But after the Microsoft press conference, fucking half of the outlets are talking to Phil Harrison, and he's saying one thing when Xbox Twitter support is saying it is directly contradicting him. And then
like Wire got the exclusive for the thing, like right after the thing was showed, they did put out their article from everything they got from Microsoft, and they got wrong information about the whole feed with the used game. So it's just terrible.
Yeah, it was like there was no press release from what I understand. There was no like one thing that came out afterwards. It was three different things. It was like Wired, Xbox support Twitter, and Phil Harrison all saying three different things. And then Major Nelson comes out of nowhere and is like, the one true answer right now is that we have no fucking idea.
Exactly.
So everybody's wrong. Just wait. We're going to clear it up in the near future. And it's like this use of the word near future over and over again. And like that's pretty much where we're at right now. And like that's not good. You should have been prepared to completely explain all the tough questions right now.
That just seems really dumb. Like, why would they even have a conference if they're not going to be able to explain anything afterwards?
Yeah, it's disorganized. It's like that's been the most upsetting thing.
Like,
out of
Sony
this
announced
situation.
their conference, they did it, and then they released stuff the next day, and it was all correct.
It wasn't even the next day. It was literally minutes after the conference. There was one press release, and then everybody pretty much had the same interview with Shuhei Yoshida, who is like one of the presidents of Sony branding, I think. And it was just all questions answered by the same people, and everybody was getting the same answers. Now everyone's got different answers, and it's just confused.
And the real problem is that like they should have been at least prepared for this, because like this is the whole like bad things that everyone was questioning and wondering after Sony's conference. It's like, oh, so they should be prepared for all this stuff. Because like, it's not like this came out of left field. Everyone asked the same central questions, and that's why you got so many different responses. Because we're asking one central question, but you're telling me 5 different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the biggest part of that though is that
Scott, you cut out.
Stop typing.
Stop typing.
Why they should have been prepared is because they said they pushed the conference back a month to react to Sony.
Yeah.
My biggest question is, what did they put out to react to Sony with?
Yeah, what was their reactionary part of it? Was it being completely disorganized?
They had to sit there and be like, oh shit, we gotta open this thing back up and fill it up with more junk, quick!
It doesn't really make sense like that. It seems like this
secretly the Xbox One is just the Xbox 360.
I think it's the Halo TV series.
It could have been. It could have been they were like knocking down a deal with Spielberg for that. So,
but
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much about the console itself, though, I am a little bit disappointed in it, because like and it's not really their fault. It's just the fact that that it's like if this thing was supposed to be like the next cable box type of thing, it's not really even that. It's barely even a DVR. It's just something you have to attach to your actual cable box you already have just to even make it work, and all these other loopholes that you have to go through. Like it's trying to set itself as being the one box when you need like multiple boxes for it to even work. So that's another thing.
Yeah, like why does Microsoft want to be so big into like the TV market? Like they don't.
Because that's where the future is going, and it's and they're trying to prepare for that.
If I buy a console, I want to play games on it. I don't want to watch TV on it. I have other devices for that.
But it's because you are a gamer consumer and you buy consoles for games. But those casual consumers that people just completely discovered actually might buy consoles in the last generation, they want a device that they can do everything on. And that's why people are buying iPads, that's why people are buying smartphones, and that's what Microsoft wants people to buy the Xbox One for.
They're trying to make it the next. It's not really the next big thing, but they're trying to make it prepared for the next big thing. They're trying to have like everything just be all in one basket, everything in one place, so that you don't have to look at your phone when you want something. You don't have to go to switch your inputs and find something else. It's all in one place, so that it's just one centralized place, and that's what they're trying to do at least.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I don't have to look at my phone while I'm watching TV. I can snap my TV, bring up a web browser on next to whatever I'm doing, whether it's games, TVs, or movies or music, and I can just have it there. And that's cool, and I think that could be the next big thing, but we won't know until this thing is out on the market.
And it's fair to say too, like kind of like how we were like all skeptical how Sony with the Gaikai thing is how that's going to work. We should probably also be actually also skeptical of how Microsoft Snap feature is going to pan out. Though I will say Microsoft is more believable than Gaikai is right now.
Yes. Like it's hard to believe that I'll be able to stream games with no latency and play games while I download them, and I'll be able to stream all the PS3 games soon on my PS4. Next soon. Like I was gonna say like next year, and then I'm like, oh wait, they didn't even say that.
So
like,
it's a monsoon, except next soon.
It's next soon.
Next soon punch.
But yeah.
Anyway,
the conference I feel like generally wasn't for us, but was
see, they're marketing to people that aren't gamers, therefore they're going to lose money.
Well, that's just wrong because they need to market to those
Not
people.
exactly. If you double check the Microsoft first party, their first party
Skype cut out.
first.
Never mind, you're good. You're fine.
If you check out this first party, Microsoft has left less contract bound now than everybody else.
And but like they did say like, hey, we're making
are probably going to be their most profitable.
Well, they did say that, hey, we're making a big first party push. We have what was it, 15 first party titles coming within the next year.
And 8 are new IPs.
And 8 are new IPs, and that's really cool. Like that was like their weakest part in the last generation. They had Fable, Gears, and Halo, and that was it, and Forza, and now they have 15, which is way cooler.
But see, Xbox is marketing to those people that want to buy it for TV and whatever, while PlayStation's marketing to gamers when the conference showed games. They marketed to the gamer audience.
Well, Greg, we haven't seen Xbox's marketing toward us. That's E3. That hasn't happened yet.
I'm going over what I've seen so far, not what's going to happen.
Yes, but we can't just assume they're going to completely ignore people who are interested in buying games. That's foolish to assume that. Sony went, they did a ballsy thing by just going right out on the foot that's like, hey, we are making video games. But Microsoft doesn't want to do that. They don't want to be as ballsy and as risky because they want to also appeal to this other audience. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why I'm excited for their E3 conference, because that's when they're going to be like, hey, and here are all of our video games. And
and as soon as they announce this stuff at E3, everybody's going to forget this shit. It happens all the fucking time.
Yeah. It's like you get upset about what you see at first, and then something new and shiny comes out, and you're like, well, fuck, that was just one offshoot thing. This is what it's all about.
Now, I'm not saying it's going to be completely they're going to forget everything that happened here, but, they'll just be like, hey, it does have games I want. It does have the exclusive that I want from this system, so, I'll go to that one then.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's not fair for really anybody to pass judgment on this console until we've seen what it can really do. And that's why I feel like everyone who's all like, oh, Microsoft's fucked, blah, 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 just like they were with, Nintendo when they did the Wii, it's just like, that's just too reactionary.
They kind of did put themselves in a hole with the Wii, though.
Yeah, but with the Wii, it ended up selling really well, and they weren't fucked. So, as for the Wii U, that's a whole nother story, but I think just this whole reactionary, well, they're obviously fucked is a little dumb. But I think that's enough on the Xbox One, unless Tony wants to say anything really groundbreaking right now.
He likes it. It's the next Mass Effect 3, so
Yeah,
it's good.
my next Mass Effect 3 box.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Will it even have Mass Effect 3?
See, like, I'm going to buy a PlayStation 4, a Mass Effect box, and a Zelda box.
Okay. I see. All
And
right.
none of
I
those
see
things will
what you
ever happen.
And then you'll be really poor.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't as hard hitting as I wanted it to be, but I'm excited for E3. I think we all are.
Yep.
Whether it be for Nintendo showing off their new Mario games, or Sony showing off their new PS4 games, or Microsoft showing off their Xbox.
Oh, you had to say that under your breath, didn't you?
No, I had a burp.
I know. Sony showing off their shitty console.
Sony sucks. All right. Anyway, Namashine, you want to talk about this 22 cans? The secret has been unveiled.
Yes, curiosity has been solved, people. Earlier today, actually, there was curiosity, the thing the experiment from 22 cans, where you keep tapping on the screen so this big giant cube break down in all those layers, and in the center of this giant cube, there's something that only one person can see. Only one person can see. If they choose to share it out to the world, they can, but it's only for one person to see. And it says, and Peter Molyneux promised it to be something amazing and spectacular. It will change your life. And he announced it. And someone found it, and someone in Europe. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but they got to the center of the cube, and he actually let people know what it is. I wouldn't know why you wouldn't let that know, because it's actually a badass thing. But pretty much inside the cube though is it's a mini Peter Molyneux, and he's like, "Hello,
baby Peter Molyneux for you," and then it comes out of your phone and you put it in your pocket and you just walk away with it.
Yeah, so he'll keep telling you everything's amazing when it's not true.
Yeah.
But what it was though is Peter Molyneux has a new game coming out called Goddess, and he let this person who got into the center of the cube pretty much be the god of that game. So pretty much anything that person wants, he can put into the game, and he's pretty much the god of the game. And he even makes money off of this just because he's the god of the game. So he's making money pretty much doing nothing.
What?
So yeah.
So
bullshit.
Basically, he sets the the standard morals that we live by in life. He sets that for the world in the game. Like, his morals are the game's morals. What people can and can't do are what he wants them to not be able to do.
Wow.
So he's a digital god is the words that Peter Molyneux used, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that actually lived up to what he says. That's like the first it's the first time for everything, I guess.
The first time for Peter Molyneux to not overhype some shit.
Well, let's see. Let's hope he's not a troll.
Like who? Do you know who
Let's
got
also
there?
hope that he's not a complete asshole.
It's someone in Europe, so people already call him Fallon. Like, oh, he's in Europe, so it's a European type of thing. So yeah.
To roll back for a second, Mr. Knapp had some comments on the Xbox One. He said Microsoft is trying really hard to not say something they can't take back, so all of the different MS sources say different things. He also says they're not ready to commit to one path for the Xbox One yet, which I think is that's a safe bet. He wants us to bring up the trade-in system as well. There's no solid answer for that, so I don't.
There's
Yeah,
no solid answer for any of it. They said there's a bar for you.
Scott, you got out.
We don't know what that bar is because, again, all the different answers.
Basically, the idea right now is that in order to you can install one disc to one account. Like basically, you're locking a disc to account. You have to install all games on the Xbox One, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, in order for that disc to be able to install into another account, you would have to have a way to break it off the account it's locked to, and Microsoft has said there will be a way to break a disk from an account, or you can like take the disc and pay a small fee or a trade fee or something. And they said there will be some kind of thing that's going to make it work. But yeah, so.
Hashtag trade in microtransactions.
But like it wouldn't be microtransactions. That fee would assumedly be just the price of the game.
Yeah, there's no micro about that.
That's major transaction.
Yes.
Whatever.
So.
Which just means that Nabashin and I have to just get one console, huh?
Oh, is that the plan?
Yeah,
And then I have to pay for it too.
Huh?
He said, and he would have to pay for it too.
No, I would help. Because
I'll give you like $2 or something. $10.
At least 20 cents.
At least.
The only other news story worth mentioning.
I'll cover the tax, bro.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Nep also says, I really hope Sony doesn't follow suit. The issue wasn't an issue when Sony announced their PS4, so their position with this is unknown. It's worrisome. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony followed suit.
Yeah, if you think for a second that they're not both doing the same thing, you're smoking crack. I'm sorry.
Like it's like Sony, Xbox is still going to charge for Xbox Live. Sony's going to start. Like they're losing money, so why wouldn't they? If it's just like there's no competition, it's just one thing. But yeah, it's stuff like that. Like they haven't said anything at this point for a very specific reason, so we'll know more at E3 though.
Please be excited for E3.
Please be excited for E3. I forgot about that.
I told our announcements at E3.
I told Nabashin that I hope that same guy from Square Enix just comes out of the Microsoft press conference. It's just like, guys, except like he would like look way more disheveled, like have like some shadow go and be like, guys, please be excited for E3. It's all I have left.
Yeah.
So the
PlayStation's awesome. And,
shut up, Greg, fanboy.
deal
Anyway,
with it.
Nintendo.
Hashtag deal with it.
Hashtag deal with it. There you go. The Nintendo E3 Direct conference, or at least the first of them, since there will be, I think it's 3. So, but it's going to be the same time as their conference normally is. So it's going to be Tuesday, the 11th of June at 10 a.m. Eastern. So look out for our live stream. If you don't know already, we've done this for the past 2 years, but we're going to be live streaming our reactions to the E3 press conferences as they happen on our Twitch channel. It's always been fun in the past.
And
Go ahead, Scott.
Are we covering for
Retroids?
Yeah, we're covering for Retroids again.
I think we probably will. I don't see why not. I usually, for the past 2 years, I've done a live blog for Retroids, because I do news for them. So yeah, I would.
And we partially helped.
Yeah, and Scott and Tony and Evan helped last year, so it was fun.
Aw, that means we gotta work.
But yeah,
I was there.
Greg was there, but we can make Nabashin help this time. We'll just force
Put the
you.
black man to work. Fuck you guys.
And I made a whip noise right after you said that. So. Whoops! No implications. All right. Never mind, guys. We're not doing E3. But yeah, so
Be in jail.
We're starting our own cotton gin.
oh man, Evan isn't here for 1 week, and just like I just start tripping up left and right. So yeah, anyway, we'll be doing that. So we'll be live streaming pretty much all of Monday, the 10th of June. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then the Nintendo conference at 10 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday. So be excited. It'll be fun. Everybody who watched our live stream last year said it was actually a lot of fun. And hopefully we'll just do a direct feed this year. Because if it's on the internet, apparently no one cares. Because Microsoft, they were like, yeah, we don't care. So that worked out. And NPDs, Scott, you want to do NPDs as per tradition?
Without typing.
Without typing,
I'm sorry.
because if you type, apparently it'll just tell you to stop talking.
I wonder if I can turn that feature off, man. You think you can do it?
I think they're gonna have to allow you to turn that off at some point soon. But they haven't yet. I'm gonna send an angry email to Google from my Gmail account.
Well, thanks for being the internet, Alex.
Excuse me, I couldn't be Greg enough. I will be more internet for Greg's entertainment. Nintendo is doomed because they have the Wii U.
I never said
Stupid.
anything bad about the Wii U. First
I know,
of all.
I'm being the internet, not you.
Okay.
Hold on, be Greg next.
I'll think of something. You good to go, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
From the bottom up, please.
Number 10 MLB for the show.
13.
Number no longer matters.
There you go. It's this year's MLB The Show.
Number every year.
Let's see. Number 9 is
Lego City Undercover.
it's only on the PS3 and Vita that thing sold.
No, it says 3DS.
And MLB no.
MLB The Show is a Sony exclusive franchise, bro.
Oh, okay. So it's not. Yeah, I see that there.
MLB 2K13, that's for everything. The show is Sony, though.
Let's see here. Then there's Lego City Undercover. The chase begins with the 3DS.
Well, can somebody explain to me what's going on here?
Skylanders
Wait,
Giants.
Wait. Greg, we do this every month. MPDs are the top selling 10 top selling games from that month.
And we
I don't
count
remember
from 10 to
doing
1.
these.
And everybody loves this list right now.
Everybody loves the list. Well,
Don't remember doing these.
maybe you haven't been on a
Giants.
show when we did it, maybe, but we do it every month.
At number 8 for all systems, and number 7 is NBA 2K13 for all systems.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS comes next. At 5th place, we have Defiance for all systems.
Well,
Fourth
all
place-
important systems. Since it technically
Yeah.
wasn't.
True. Let's see. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for every system as well. Then we have Bioshock Infinite at number 3, Dead Island at number 2, and the first one is Injustice.
My addiction is justified. I'm trying to see if there's any specific numbers. Hardware sales brought in $109.5 million this month, which is a 42% decrease from the $187.8 million from last year. But the Xbox 360 was the best-selling console in North America this past month with 130,000 units. That's no surprise.
Nope.
It's been kicking ass recently, or at least it's been the top-selling console for the past couple of
Yeah,
months.
it's catching up to the Wii. It's going to be there pretty soon.
Yeah,
For the US, at least.
which is no surprise, really. That's the dominated Xbox market. Software sales topped at $267.8 million. So it doesn't. There's no statistic for if that's up or down from last year.
More than likely it's down. Because everything's been down. The video game industry is dead, apparently.
Yeah, because fucking, we're at the end of a console generation, so this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm glad Injustice.
It's because everybody's
Tons.
ready to jump ship at any moment at this point.
Everybody's ready to go to next generation. They're like, fuck this.
And if you're ready to jump ship, I'm not going to say that word, but it's that word. You're the R word.
Yeah.
Nah, man, my ship's on fire. I need to get out.
To backpedal a little bit, Nep has some more comments. He said, Adam Sessler brought up a good point that he believes Sony doesn't have the money to create an infrastructure of this level. That's going off of the Sony trade-in fee.
That could be true.
That could very well be true. Microsoft, Nep also continues, Microsoft is doing this trade-in system by having their infrastructure in the company's building. That's what Adam believes Sony can't afford to do that massive scale. That would make sense. Nep also says their system is going to be inside the companies like GameStop, Target, Walmart, etc. That's why you'll be able to trade in a game at a brick and mortar store. You won't be able to or you will
okay.
be. I don't know.
I think it probably won't.
Yeah, I think he meant that.
What was I about to say? Maybe for Sony, I could probably see they'll leave it up to the publisher. So that means like every EA game is going to be some restriction whatsoever, some kind of restriction. I don't know about everybody else. So.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it.
Yeah. Let's jump right into new releases. Who wants to do it in Evan's absence?
I don't like that. I don't like that job.
I can do it. I usually do it when Evan's
Let
not
Tony
here.
do it. He hasn't talked.
Tony, if you want to do it, new
I'll
releases.
do it with you.
Okay. New releases.
I just wanted to do it with you.
All right. Well, you can do new releases instead.
All right. I'm gonna tell you what you want.
All right. Just really.
All right. So this past week on PSN, Resident Evil Revelations, Fast and Furious Showdown.
Prices don't matter apparently.
No, they don't. Dynasty Warriors Strike Force and Mugen Souls.
It's funny. NIS America kept sending me emails asking me if I wanted a copy of Mugen Souls.
You mean
for
Mugen Souls?
Mugen Souls for review. And I'm like, oh, who plays those kinds of games for us? And I'm like, wait, Nep does. Ah, well, it's too late now. So I just want to say that so he can hear it, and then
hate you forever.
and then hate me.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, Nep, you can get that for $40.
He
Courtesy
will.
of Alex O'Neill.
He probably would. No, I won't. Pay
Alex
for
could
it.
have gotten it for free. That bastard.
All right,
Network.
so next on the network, you can get Ratchet Deadlocked and Call of Juarez.
Juarez.
I'm excited. Ratchet Deadlocked is out in HD now. For all of your Ratchet Deadlock needs.
All your $10 Ratchet needs. Get that quickie. This past week on XBLA Source, we got Call of Juarez Gunslinger. This past week on Nintendo Wear Joystick. On the Wii U, we got Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Land 3, and Kirby's Dream Course. On the 3DS eShop, we got Naruto Powerful Shippuden. I don't know why it's powerful, but
He's very powerful.
We got Groove Heaven. That's Nabashi's game. And Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Next, we have our retail releases, all in capital letters. Fuse and Grid 2.
Which I'm pretty sure have come out for the PC already.
Grid 2, I think it may be out for PC. Fuse is definitely consoles.
Fuse is definitely consoles. I might be thinking something else.
Fuse is the new Insomniac Games game.
Mm-hmm.
That no one's gonna buy.
We love you, Ted Price.
Yeah, man. Ted Price. He's got my heart and soul, man. That Ratchet and Clank movie is gonna be awesome. Tony, picks and craps.
I'm going to pick Euro Truck Simulator 2.
All right, crap.
It's probably going to be...
Euro Truck Simulator 2.
No, it's not.
It should be
Nowhere
both.
near.
It should be like this.
Probably
It's just like
this
Zelda.
Call of Juarez game.
My pick is Kirby Superstar because it's the best Kirby game ever. My crap is Naruto Powerful Shippuden.
But it's so powerful.
It's Nabashin. Picks and craps.
My pick would probably be Call of Juarez Gunslinger because I heard that's really good, and people should support smaller games that from big budget games. Like it's just like Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, how like they made a smaller budget, and but it came like better than any of the other games came out with. And my crap would probably be Fast and Furious Showdown.
Okay. Greg?
My pick is going to be Dynasty Warriors Strike Force, and my crap is going to be Fast and Furious Showdown.
Scotty, round it out for me.
I'm gonna have to make a pick of Mugen Souls because
Okay.
you turned it down.
Muggin Souls.
Muggin' Souls.
I do a lot of mugging. Wait, what?
On the weekend, that's Scott's weekend
And my
activity.
crap is
In
gonna
those
be
back
Fuse.
alleys of UMBC.
What's your crap again, Scott?
Fuse.
Oh, ouch. Porn sound. That game's probably not bad. It's just not going to sell well.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, let's take a peek into the sack that contains mail.
Quick comment. almost every single EA Partners game has not sold great at all. But
Interesting.
yeah, but it's for the Respawn game, so that'll probably make up for that.
Yeah, hopefully. And Nep, you asked he did a pick and crap, and he says he would kill me if I got Mugen Souls for him. He hates that game, and he's upset that Tony didn't do the new releases in the Evan voice.
I'm sorry, guys.
He said, I'm not gonna read that. His
Please
crap
read
is
it.
Mugen Souls. His pick is everything else Miss America has done. And Nep, the best Kirby game ever is Kirby Superstar. That game is fucking incredible. Let's read your email, Nep. Hi, Irrational Passage crew. This is Mr. Nep with a question for you guys. This week, I was wondering,
Hey, I know that guy.
how much do game box
Hey,
arts
it's me.
affect you? Do you purchase or not purchase a game because of its box art? Will you start looking up a game you know nothing about and then just stop dead cold because you hate the box art? Just feel free to say anything related. Tony, move your cursor. I can't see. To box art and your decision that may not have... God damn it, Tony, stop it. They may not have specifically asked about. That's all I got, Mr. Nep out. P.S. Personally, I play games not box art. I play games not box art. They never made me not buy a game, but I've actually made blind purchases on games just because of a box art. This happened to me with both Xenosaga and Dot Hack.
Notice how he doesn't state that he likes them.
PPS
Or hates
is Ghost Dog 2 weeks away from retirement. Ghost Dog will never be retired. What are you doing, Tony?
I did nothing.
I saw you do that. He's fucking with the doc, guys. He's making it hard to me read this email. I don't give a shit about box arts. I would prefer if they look cooler for when they go on my shelf, but if it's a dumb box art, I don't care.
Oh, you make Ken Levine cry.
Yeah, I mean, Ken Levine can make his box arts geared toward more general audiences, but it really won't do anything for me. How about you, Notion?
All right, now read that email, Alex.
It mattered back when I was younger. Back when the Super Nintendo and NES days. Because that's all you can really go by is the box.
Mhm.
Of course, there were like magazines and stuff, but like the magazines wouldn't come out till, like a month after the game came out, stuff like that. And back when I used to rent games all the time, you pretty much all you had was just the cover of a game to really go by. So yeah, I used to do it that way, but no, I don't do it anymore. I'm too internet savvy now to like look up a game to see if I like it or not. So yeah, covers don't matter.
Yeah, covers don't matter. Greg, how about you?
I believe the covers matter in the sense that, like, if you're walking in the GameStop and you're just kind of looking at games on the wall, and you didn't really do any research before you walked in the store, and you just kind of look and you're like, oh, that game looks really cool because you saw the box art, and you're just like, oh, this could be interesting, and then you look at the back and read it, and you're like, this game's not for me. But I mean, box art's a good way to get you like holding onto that game real quick and seeing if it's worth the buy or not.
Yeah, I mean, like, there have been moments where I'm like, hey, box art, interesting. I pick up and I read the title, and then I go and Google it and research it, and then I would come back. I would never impulse.
But I mean, if we all think about it, when we were all young, we all looked at the box art and said, this game might be cool, and then we went and bought the game. I mean, we didn't really do any research. We're just like, oh, this game might be cool, it might not, it might suck. We didn't know.
I used to do that because, like, I could never get games when I was younger. I would always have to rent them. Which I explain on Malicious Underground X. You should listen to that. But yeah, I would always rent them from my uncle's video store. So a lot of that was based on box art. So that's how I got Secret of Mana. So I guess.
Can you imagine like God of War 3 coming out in those days? It's like you think the game was just nothing but angry eyeballs everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Just like face. Ah. Scott, how about you?
I'm with everybody else here. Nope, that hasn't happened.
Tony?
The only game that I once came close to buying, I think
Was?
this is sort of. I think it might have been The Secret of Mana.
It might have been. That's a
Off the
SNES
box
game.
art. And that's because. And that's because it looked kind of like Zelda. It looks kind of.
Oh,
like
that box art
Zelda.
does not look like Zelda.
Look, I fixed
No,
the
no,
email.
no. You take a look at the box art, then you take a look at the back.
The screenshots might look a bit like Zelda. I can see it.
That counts
Um,
as box art.
I guess. If you want to get technical. Tony?
Box art. I actually bought Tales of Symphonia based completely off of its box art.
Okay.
So there you go.
Not a bad purchase.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Acceptable. I bought Alundra based off of a pitch that some guy at GameStop gave me. That
All
game's
that
awesome.
genius.
All that genus. Alright, cool. Thanks for the question, Mr. Net. Much appreciated. See if he has any other comments. Watching us live. And he says he loves Xenosaga and .hack, and those were good blind purchases. So,
Because I looked up the dot hack thing.
yeah, I know Xenosaga is box art because I fucking played so much.
I know Joe loves Dot Hack. I think that's one of his favorite series ever.
Really?
Yeah,
He's-
I believe he told me that.
He's never talked about it with me.
It's because he doesn't like you.
Wow.
And
Cutting
you deserve
deep.
it.
Jesus. What the fuck, guys? Anyway, you can contact us in a variety of ways. You can send us an email, just like Mr. Nep did. Mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. MAIL-SACK@irrationalpassions.com. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I'm at Alfighter27. Scott is at WhatTechuz. That's WUTTEH Chuz. Tony's at Tony Horvath. And Nabashin is at Nabashin186. I didn't forget you, Greg. That's NABESHIN 186. Greg,
It sound like it.
I know. I'm used to like looking at this one list. Greg is also at Gregory Blaney. All one word, of course. Just
All
like
lowercase.
I'll get to this in a second, Greg. Our voicemail line is 404-590-1337.
It's like me.
Because it is. Thank you. Standard long distance fees do apply. We live stream weekly over at twitch.tv/Irrational Passions. Plenty of great content up there. We've talked about it all show. I don't need to sell it to you again, but it's awesome. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Irrational Passions. Also awesome. Some other stuff, please rate and review us on iTunes. It helps us out a lot. Go to retroids.com and join the forums there. That's where our forums are at, and that's where you can talk to a whole bunch of cool people. Follow our show on Twitter at IrrationalPod, and you follow our other show, Malicious Underground X, over at MaliciousPod. And that's where you can get updates on when the show goes live, when we're live on Twitch, and some other shenanigans, like when we're doing a live podcast like we are right now. And also, tell a friend, please. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. That's about it. Don't forget to check out our website, irrationalpassions.com. It's awesome stuff happens there. All right. So I was lost on a journey this weekend, guys. I was in a fever dream, and I fell over.
Then you met a small town girl who lived in a lonely world.
No,
You took the
no.
midnight train going anywhere.
No,
No.
that didn't happen. But I
Did
fell
you meet
over.
a singer
So you got a
at
city
Monkey
boy
Rock?
born and raised in South Detroit. Took the midnight train going anywhere.
No, but I did want to take the midnight train going anywhere. But through my fever dream, I woke up and I saw a cactus. And I told it to inform me with wisdom because that cactus name was Nabashin. Nabashin informed me with wisdom.
Only because that was fantastically set up for other things that Nabashin is related to.
Cactus?
Well, no. Nabashin gets what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I do. Anyway. Where's my music?
Inside joke between
Is it racist?
Next time I will use the small town girl. Okay, but this time I wanted to do it my way, and you guys were all like, "Well, fuck you." I'm sorry, Nabashin. I forgot to cue up your music. Just start talking now. I'll get it going.
All right. So as everybody know, Nabishin Apps is not about video games. It's like just some split answer thing. Just like talk about some random stuff that's generally tries to be funny, but it might just be something else. But taking from inspiration from a video game that we just got the news of Curiosity about being a god in a video game. Like, if you won that, what shit would you change? What would you do?
What shit would I change?
I'd spend like a month thinking about it, and I'd probably never get back to him.
I don't know,
Sounds like
Scott.
something Scott would do.
I would feel like you would be like, everybody has to look like a creeper from Minecraft.
What? No.
And-
I'd set everybody on fire permanently.
I know more about this game that I'm going to.
I would turn the world into the Persona world.
If you could be a god of a video game, what would you like? What would you do?
Let's pretty much be a god. Let's say that. If you were a god, what would you fucking do?
I would be like.
It's funny what Alex was saying earlier, because I could have sworn you were going to say like Scott would decree like everybody who uses a webcam must always have it on their forehead. You can't see your face at all, or something like that. Some stupid rule like that. Like, what?
That would be pretty great.
I would probably, I'd probably get bored eventually, and then hang out in like some like town, and then just touch people.
What would happen when
So
you
Bruce
touch them?
Almighty.
I would just touch 3 people, and then just watch.
And then watch as they gain superpowers?
I didn't say anything about superpowers.
I would give fat people superpowers and watch them fight.
Would you give everybody Death Note?
No, I would not give everybody Death Note, but I would like find the 2 like fattest like World of Warcraft nerds and give them superpowers and make them fight to the death.
What powers would you give them?
I don't know. Like,
give one fire, give one ice, and
I would want
One
Who's
can
the dominant
fly,
element?
and one can dig really well.
no. One of them has like just Dungeons and Dragons
Stink
dice,
vision.
and they could just determine people's fate with them. I don't know. I would probably give one of them lightning powers and another one of them like the opposite of lightning.
What if you just give one of them a power where like it's like Midas, where everything they touch turns into gold, but it's just everything they touch turns into vegetables? They just kill themselves.
I can't eat my Cheetos if they're carrots. Yeah, and their reward for fighting to the death and living would be in like
They get to move on to the next round.
No, an infinite subscription to WoW. Because these are like WoW nerds. I need to find like fat WoW nerds.
You guys are terrible gods.
I know, I would be a
I've seen
horrible
what you-
god. Do not make me a god. I would be the worst thing ever. The world would be destroyed in less than 30 days. Like, I assure you. This is why gods, if they're real, they don't do anything because they would just fuck everything up.
It's that episode of Futurama when Bender was a god.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nothing would get done. I'd be too busy, like, making shit fucking insane.
Okay, I really want to hear Greg's opinion. I really know what he wants to
Do you really want to hear my opinion?
He would make
Yeah,
everybody anime in real life.
Shut up! Let him say it. I really want him.
That's actually honestly what I would do if I could be a god of a world, and then I would live that life forever.
Okay, and you would just be the super harm?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what it would be.
See,
I would be King Jiro of
Uh.
fucking Gurren Lagann.
2 things. Nep says, 1, Nabashin drinks an entire jug of Hawaiian punch, just like me. And 2, he said we're Jug Brothers. So there you go. That's... Nep would fill the world with Hawaiian punch. Fill the oceans with Hawaiian punch.
And anybody who brought a jug to drink it out of would then become his jug brother.
His Jug Brother. Exactly. Scott, what would you do?
Month yet.
Nothing?
Be brothers in juice.
It hasn't been a month yet.
He said wait a month and he'll tell you.
Yeah, okay. We'll come back in 4 episodes, and then we'll know. Come back at E3!
Look forward to our performance at E3.
Please be excited for Scott's answer.
Please be excited for Scott's answer. Alright. Thank you, Nabashin. That was actually really fun.
Alright,
It
so
was a
yeah, that means
clusterfuck.
I
It's
actually
not
have
what I
to have
wanted.
an answer now, don't I?
Oh, well, now you have to answer in a month. You have to
Oh
think.
yeah, mm-hmm.
Alright, but I enjoyed that. Thank you, Nabashin. Thank you, Greg, for being Greg. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Tony. This has been Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 130. Sheesh, you're getting up in the numbers. And I've been your host, Alex. Play your games, stay irrational, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Peace.
Latest.
And titles.
Tim.
Titles.
Hey, that's him. The Dark Knight of Magic. Get wet. I'm a league shark. The Ballad of Gay Me. I believe in you, Barnacle Man.
What the fuck was that from?
We were talking about Aquaman, and I was like, I believe you, Barnacle Man, because that was from SpongeBob when he said that to Barnacle Man when he was trying to say Barnacle Boy, Barnacle Man.
Oh, yeah.
Reference!
Okay.
You tell
Here
him,
we go.
Nancy. Play Tony 4. Next soon. Mr. Nepp is stalking you.
He suggested that one.
Please be excited for E3. All that genus. And please be excited for Scott's answer.
Nep said he wants you tell him, Nancy, to win.
I actually like that one.
He likes the what?
You tell him, Nancy.
I actually like that one.
All right.
I like please be excited for E3. But I also like you tell him, Nancy.
I like please
Greg-
be excited for Scott's answer.
You never said that.
I put that one there because when we were talking about Greg doesn't care, I was like, Greg doesn't care.
Who calls Greg Greggy? You apparently, not Machine.
Look, it was, well, it
It's
was
a
kind
term
of
of
like China don't care,
endearment.
but I was trying to make it Greggy, but well, whatever.
China don't care. What? So I'll go with you tell him, Nancy.
I like you too, Nancy.
I'm still a fan of please be excited for Scott's answer.
How about you,
I like that too.
And then in 4 episodes, it'll just be the title Scott's answer.
Oh, what'd you like, Scott?
I
Scott
No,
would like for you to be excited
you
for
have to
his
break
answer.
5 trillion bricks, and then you get Scott's answer.
It was only 2 billion.
Whatever. 5 trillion, 2 billion, same number.
No, it's not.
don't
Scott?
know. I kind of like the Scott's answer idea.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to say it?
I can tell him what episode it is.
Aha! The discussion for that week can also be Scott's answer.
Full discussion about what Scott would do if he was a god. Yes,
It's going to be a
please.
16-page PowerPoint in detail.
It'll be a 25-page research paper. Cited sources.
All right. This is the Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 130.
Please, someone say something.
We never decided who was going where, so nobody knows. Yeah.
Greg, you don't care? Done. I win.
Just someone say the last part. Please be excited for Scott's answer.
No, you can't.
Please be excited for Scott's answer.
Thank you,
Fair.
Now Machine. Okay, stop recording.
Fuck all of you. I'm going to hang out with my family.
Tell your family I say they're sexy.
All right. I'm going to give you this file before like midnight-ish.
Okay.
I
everybody
have somewhere to
else.
go.
Just
You
give me
guys,
food, Tony.
Like,
What?
I'm starving.
Do you want to
I'm
come?
joking.
I'll ask.
No,
I need tracks.
I'm joking. I got food here.
Alex, I actually have to like go somewhere like a half hour ago. So
I thought it was 6.
It is
Yeah.
6 exactly
Yeah,
now.
6 now.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it takes me a few minutes to get there.
Where are you going? Have sex?
Going up to near Carroll County.
Oh, well, then
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Had sex. All right, you go then, Greg. Scott, you hang around, and Knob.
What episode was this? 120.
130.
130.
Depending on if it's lame or not, maybe I'll just come hang out with Scott.
Scott, are you doing that hot noise removal?
Yeah, removing noise.
Right now, Audacity's trying. They finally decided that it's
I'm also
okay
gonna
for me to
start playing
save it.
Binding of Isaac.
That's
Dude,
fine.
Scott, while we were doing the podcast, I beat Mom's Heart, and then I beat Shale.
You already got the shell? Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
there
just
yet.
I just did that during the thing.
I'm
I
not
beat
there
the
yet.
devil or Satan.
Satin.
Tony 130.
And you did it with Kane?
Oh, Nep wanted to be Jug Brothers.
I'll be your jug brother.